Seda here, gourmet next door. It is Sunday evening and I'm getting ready to whip up a nice dinner. So tonight I'm going to be making you guys a Tuscan Kale Salad topped with crispy buffalo tofu. Yes, you heard me right. So let me take you through my ingredients. So first of all, I got this beautiful Tuscan kale, buffalo sauce. I got 2 squares of tofu here. I got some Parmesan cheese, a lime. I have 2 garlic cloves, crushed red chilies, and to top everything up, I got some sliced almonds here. And of course, olive oil. So with that, let's get salading. So the first thing we're gonna start with is to marinate our tofu because this tofu is dried out. I used lots of paper towels. I got the moisture out, so now it's ready to soak in all sorts of flavors that I want to put in there. And as you know, I'm gonna go ahead and marinate it in this nice Ziploc bag. So it's just so nice and easy. So just like the other day, I'm gonna take the cube of tofu and I'm gonna make 4 cuts across and 4 cuts the other way. So this is gonna give me nice 1-inch kind of cubes. I'll do the same for the other one. Tofu is really high in protein. It's low in fat and low in carbs. So it's a great vegetarian alternative for protein. But the thing with tofu, as I told you the other day, you have to flavor it. It's really bland. So don't eat it like this because you're gonna judge it and then it's really not fair. I mean, it's not the tofu's fault, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put all the cubes in my Ziploc bag. Of course, you can use Tupperware, any kind of container for this. Tofu overboard. Now, to give it a nice Asian flavor again, I'm gonna go ahead and put some sesame oil. Now, the thing that makes this tofu special, of course, is the buffalo sauce. So, this is my sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce. I love this thing so much. I think I actually brought it from the US. I love it. It's so tangy, it's spicy. And this, trust me, is gonna be like wings, like buffalo wings, but it will not have bones and it's just gonna be really good for you. So put a nice dab of buffalo sauce there. And then I'm gonna add some salt. Because remember, this is our only opportunity to season the tofu. Little bit olive oil. This is also so it doesn't stick in my air fryer. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the bag. And then we're gonna give it a nice zhuzh. Be gentle with the tofu, okay? Don't crumble it, don't break it apart. Just make sure that marinade goes around to every single little piece. I'm keeping an eye on Bruno in the meantime. He's such a good boy, really. Bruno comes and watches his mommy in the kitchen. Okay, you guys see this? That looks awesome. So now let's set this aside. I will let this marinate as I work on my Tuscan kale. Bruno's learning some dance moves from me. Not that I'm like the queen of dancing, but hey! Okay, so now let's review kale a little bit. So, this is a beautiful Tuscan kale that I got here. It's actually from a local farm. It's called Tuscan kale because it's milder in flavor and the leaves are flatter. Now the other kale is curly kale. It has this like voodoo hair kind of thing. They're both really, really good for you. Kale is super high in fiber. It has lots of vitamins, antioxidants. It's one of those like power foods. And I love eating kale raw. And as I told you before, if you eat the vegetables raw, you get definitely more benefit from it because they haven't been cooked. So all the vitamins and minerals are essentially in the food still. So I'm gonna show you how to cut the kale. It's really easy. And once you get the hang of it, you'll become a pro in no time. So the kale has this rib, right? The one that runs in the middle. that's usually very tough, so we want to take that away from the kale. So what I'm gonna do is, you want to bend the leaf to one direction like this, you see? And then you take your knife and you go cut the rib out, okay? Like this, you see? So I kind of did kale surgery, you see? I will go ahead and do this. I have about 200 grams here, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and use actually half of it. I'm playing some dance tunes tonight. I mean, it's Sunday, that doesn't mean we can't dance, right? Guys, these days we are home, right? So you can do whatever, you're at home. This is a great time to improve those skills, huh? So when we actually do come out, we can really impress each other. You know, we've hopefully learned some new skills, read some new books, gained some new knowledge about something. You know, other than watching Netflix, I think this is a great time to really do something amazing with our time. So I have a bit of a collection here. So I want to show you what I do. I basically take the leaves and I roll them, okay? You roll them like a cigar, again. So you just go around, and the thing with kale is, first of all, you have to slice the kale thin to enjoy it, because you're eating it raw. It can be really kind of fibrous. So what you want to do is thinly slice it, and the second thing is massage. Now, many people don't do this, and then the kale like starts crawling in the back of your throat. So I'm going to show you exactly how to cut it and how to massage the kale, so it's going to be a nice, beautiful, pleasant experience for you. So we give it a nice julienne cut, thin slices. Who knows, kales is good for them, but they really hate the taste. Yeah, I can relate. Honestly, it took me a while, but once I got the hang of it, I love kale, and now most of my salads actually have kale, either spinach or kale. So it's like ribbons now, you see? Ribbons of kale. And now I'm gonna put this in my bowl. Now this stuff, the ribs, you can put it in a soup, huh? That would be great in a stock, so don't throw them. I wouldn't eat them in a salad, but definitely keep it and use it in a different way rather than wasting it, absolutely. Apparently Bruno wants kale too. This dog is hilarious. You never know what he's gonna be into. So as soon as I massage the kale, I'm gonna go ahead and start up the air fryer. I'm going to set it at 200 degrees and it's going to bake 15 minutes. And it's gonna be nice and crispy, and it's gonna be the perfect topping to this salad. We have our beautiful julienne kale here. Now I'm gonna take a lime, cut it in half. And as background music, we have Bruno's squeak toy. So I'm squeezing this beautiful lime. Yeah. This is an old song, wow. Talk about nostalgia. Okay, some salt. And now is the time for the kale massage. Guys, you can do this with gloves, but I personally like to feel the kale in terms of texture, so I'm gonna go in with my hands. Hey, cooks' best tool are your hands. That's it. It's not anything else. It's your good old hands. As long as they're clean, go for it. The dressing for the kale is going to be very, very simple. I'm going to put some garlic, some olive oil, and a little Parmesan cheese. That's it. Because on top, I'm going to have this crispy tofu. So we have plenty going on. And in the meantime, I'm gonna turn on the air fryer 200 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and get my garlic ready. So what I'm gonna do is mash the garlic up. So a very famous trick is you put the garlic clove and you sharp knife and you go boom, like that, you see? It basically crushes the garlic, and actually it's a great way to also peel the garlic. You don't have to go around with a knife doing it. Now with this, always make sure, so the sharp edge of the knife is against you, okay? And then you give it a nice whack. Boom! Like this. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and chop the garlic first. I want this garlic to be like a paste, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit salt. And then I'm gonna go with my knife and just smash it. I'm gonna take out my basket, lay it here. Let's take our beautiful tofu, buffalo tofu, and place it on our basket. Now, just like the other day, I'm gonna make sure this is one layer. Single layer means they're all gonna get nice and crispy. I'm gonna put it there for 15 minutes and then we're gonna have some crispy buffalo tofu bites. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is now take the kale, drop the garlic, some olive oil. I'm gonna do it here so you can see it. Little olive oil. That's it. Little crushed pepper. Crushed chilies. Now you don't have to do this again if you don't want it. You don't have to. Now for the Parmesan, I'm gonna wait because I wanna plate it and then I'm gonna shave the Parmesan on the plate. So it's gonna look like nice little snow, cheesy snow. So first let's give our kale salad, our Tuscan kale salad, a little mix here and there. Guys, you see that entire kale shrunk down to this. And that's definitely something I can do. So, I'm gonna give this a try to make sure the taste is good before I plate it. Absolutely delicious. It has the perfect amount of acid, perfect amount of oil. It's a little bit spicy and it's just delicious. Little garlicky. Guys, as we wait for the tofu, I'm gonna go ahead and plate up the kale salad. Oh, looks so nice. I wish I did more. It's not very much. So as we're waiting for the tofu to cook up, I figured out I have the youngest fan in the world. His name is Daniel, and Daniel requested carbonara from me. So Daniel, carbonara is gonna be coming up in a few days for you. Thanks so much for watching. I love that you watch me and I love that you love my videos. And guys, here is the Tuscan Kale Salad. I'm gonna go ahead and grate some Parmigiano because it will be few seconds, then the tofu will be ready. Today got the samurai look, huh? Yeah, I look like a badass warrior. The tofu is done. Guys, I want to show you the tofu. Looks amazing. And I tell you, air fryer makes a lot of difference because there's no moisture left. It's basically frying with the air circulating. Amazing. I mean, you can't really see them, but they're like bouncing because they're so crispy. This looks beautiful already, but I'm gonna go ahead and first, you want to finish it with a little olive oil. Amazing. The good stuff, huh? The extra virgin olive oil. And some almonds. Wow. I top it off with a little more crushed chilies. And that's it. This is my Tuscan Kale Salad with crispy buffalo tofu. Guys, I want to go ahead and give this a try. Now, if you want, you can add additional buffalo sauce, but I think the tofu's already soaked it in, so I'm good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of my salad, tofu. Cheers! Guys, that tofu is so crispy. You will not believe it's tofu. It's gorgeous. It's exploding with flavor. Give tofu a try. Honestly, it's a humble, beautiful source of protein. Go ahead and give this recipe a try. Let me know how it works. Thanks for watching. Stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao!